Flood carrier. Get ready. Area 71. Objective. Airport. Get ready. Flash report. Objective. And the sequence. Get ready. Second plant transform. Objective. Abandoned quarry. Get ready. TSC ramen. Objective. Sanctuary. Get ready. Warning, 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 warning. Get ready. First plant, passing under. Objective. Storage depot. Get ready. Objective. Black rank. Get ready. Holy Cathedral. Get ready. Warning, 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 warning. My friend, Cypher. Get ready. At the end of the show, people say, but do not call it. We start by doing the same. Just to know first the river, so get a off the hoop. You were once the main attraction, well that's in the past.
Presented by Fei-Yen Kn. Cypher Troopers Virtual.